Last-minute travellers trying to make it to their holiday destinations in time for Christmas. Thousands of people are travelling to Mozambique from South Africa, and the traffic stretches from Komati poort to the Lebombo border. For more on this, we're now joined by our reporter live, Sbongile Mkani Mpolweni, who's, I think, just arrived at the border post there. Earlier on, you were 2 kilometres out. Are you at the border now, Sbongile? What is the situation?
Not yet, Peter. I'm just 1.5 kilometers away from the border. I still can't reach the border. Traffic is still hectic, but there's more traffic officials and police manning the traffic here right now where we are. But I'm just going to ask my colleague Thabo Mthweni to go around with me to take you through to what is happening. There is this filling station right behind me where there is also congestion, and then right behind me it's where the traffic that's coming from Komati Port going into the border. That is men there. That traffic, that is the road that leads to the border. There are 3 roadblocks set up in that road at a 10-kilometer radius, and as well as 7 kilometers and 5 kilometers. Just checking and processing some of the cars. Trucks and big cars are being led through on the oncoming traffic side. There is a lane reserved for them because they have loads and they are checked there, and they're also going to still be weighed and checked at the border. But the situation is still very hectic. More and more cars are coming through as many Mozambican nationals and South Africans who are going on holiday in Mozambique are trickling in.
Sbongile, do we know what's the reason for the long delays? Is it literally just a sheer numbers, or is there something slowing things down, clearing through the border?
The reason for the congestion is simply traffic. There's too much cars going into Mozambique at this stage on this late day. Some people that we've spoken to, they told us that they only got off at work today in Johannesburg. Some are coming from northwest Rustenburg. So some are coming from very far. Some have been on the road since yesterday, Peter. They've been traveling all the way to Mozambique, and they're saying that they cannot spend Christmas in another country. They want to be home. So that is the reason that there is this congestion. But Home Affairs is very much prepared, because once you get into the port of entry, you are stamped immediately, and that depends also on the travelers. People must have the correct documentation in order for the process to be sped up. Home Affairs has put more personnel at the port of entry. The police have put more police officers. As I speak to you where I'm at, I'm surrounded by police officers, making sure that everything is going smoothly here, as well as the provincial and national traffic police officers. They are doing their utmost best. They will be here until Christmas Day. Unfortunately, they are working right through 24 hours, as much as the border is also opened 24 hours, Peter.
Have you been able to gauge the mood of the travellers and the motorists there? Or have they kind of accepted that this is their situation and are just getting through the process as patiently as they can?
They are trying to cause a chaos because they are very anxious. They want to get home. They're not even listening to the police. The police have to touch the bonnets of the car to stop them, tell them to stop. We're almost bumped as we are standing here, me and Thabo, because they want to jump the queue, and police are telling them, no, don't jump the queue, because you're just going to cause traffic and you're just going to bump other cars, because you have to wait. The queue is held up right at the top at the border where they are checking cars. And I'm also told that there is a queue also at the border for people now standing in there to go through with their passports. So people are being urged to be patient, but they are not, Peter. They are not patient. This other guy was telling us that his clutch is burning because it's a bit of a steep hill. The other one, his starter just broke from his bakkie, and they had to fix the car right here in the middle of the road. But he didn't want to be pushed back into the garage so that he can fix the car. No, he wanted to hold his spot so that he can go through the border before midnight. So it's chaotic.
Wow. So a lot of frustration there by many. The border post is open 24 hours, so they will get through. It's just a question of when, I suppose.
they will get through. It's just a question of when. Personnel are working 24 hours. We were told that Home Affairs has everyone working 2 by 2, trying to process. So as you are queuing from outside, they are coming to you, getting your passport, checking if you are okay, then you go through. So you don't stand in the line or in the queue for long, and then when you get to the counter, you find that you don't have all the necessary documents. In as much as what they are doing here on the road, police are doing that, as well as traffic officers, checking for driver's license, checking for papers of the car, so that at least the queue moves faster, Peter.
Sbongile, thank you very much indeed. That's our reporter who's at the Lebombo border post, literally just 1.5 kilometers out, and we spoke to her a little bit earlier on. And it looks like she's only been able to move 500 meters in about an hour. So a lot of frustration starting to build up there, as you heard describing what some of the road users are doing. But also a reminder, have the correct papers there, particularly if you're traveling with children. Make sure that you've got the necessary papers required by the Department of Home Affairs, your insurance papers, of course, the insurance companies that you belong to that have cleared your vehicle to travel across the borders, and your ownership papers as well. That will make things much easier for you. To the Free State now.